Radio check.
No. Yeah.
Radio check.
24 Hours of Lemons is a racing series for all of those people who dreamed about racing, wanted to go racing, and just could never make themselves do it. Totally non-judgmental, pretty uncompetitive. We welcome everybody, just show up, get on the track.
We got our team name by through our friend Mike Zaprin. He's a teammate. His car was spewing blue smoke whenever it turned right. Anytime it made the right turn, it made a blue smoke cloud. So he said, he was asking, why is my car making gray globs of oil, plumes? And I'm like, hey, that's a good name. So I was like, I'm gonna use it for a team name. I'm racing today 1978 Buick Opel by Isuzu. So this car, the Opel, I bought for $1 from the forum. Somebody on speculation that's going to be made into a Lemons car. So that's why I have it. So for exterior of the car, it's fairly original, but I made the end dam in the front to help with cooling of the engine. It's just a gardening product from Home Depot that you make your, you wrap around your garden to make a raised bed. Just put it on the front of the car, it works really great. The interior of the Opel is, I tried to keep it as original as possible. So I kept the dashboard of the car that came with it. I had to modify it to fit, the gauge cluster, and the door panels I kept original. Otherwise, it's a fairly standard race configuration with a roll cage, a fire system, the battery, and whatever else, and the padding that you need, and seats and belt. So for the Opel, I had full interior put back in once I did the cage. So I had the rear seats, I had the upholstery, I had the passenger seat, I had the full thing, because I was driving around town in it, because it was registered at the time. But the first race I pulled in, they're like, this stuff is from the 70s and it's extremely flammable. All of it must come out. So I had to remove all the upholstery, all the seats and everything, and I kept some of the parts that allowed. So, yeah.
So the car is painted like a Cheshire Cat from the movie Alice in Wonderland. So mome rats are those little things with legs and fluffy hair that are on the path with the Cheshire Cat. So it's mome rat racing. So that's where we came up with that name. It's pink and purple, so it's a Cheshire Cat. There's a tail for it somewhere here. So when we go through tech, we put a CB antenna on the back and then put its tail on. It's basically a pool noodle with very small tutus on it, is what the tail is made out of. It's a gutted out E36 BMW. It's a 1994 325. Everything's basically been replaced. It has a full roll cage and racing seat and fire suppression, and it has a 24-gallon fuel cell, which is the largest allowed by Lemons. Everyone helped with this build from all other teams. So Scott and I basically started cleaning all the acorns and mouse houses and disgusting fuel, and took all the old fuel tank, all that out of the car. We stayed up until 4 a.m. many times working on this car to get it finished. My father's from Barrie, came down from Connecticut to work on the car, so it was it took a village of people to get this car ready. Without Bruce, I don't know how anything would have happened. He did the roll cage, and we put a 4-link in the car. My neighbor Kenny gave me the rear end for the car, so it's really cool to have my dad here and seeing his car actually be a car, because it hasn't been on the street since 1992 or 3. So that car is really special and really cool.
Thank you for coming. Do not forget to bring back your transponders. And it's been a long time. It's been a long road. It feels good to be getting back with you. Thanks for being here. Bye-bye.